Good morning, everyone. I just got back from my road trip yesterday. Ooh, I was tired. But I did make it out to my garden a little bit. While I was gone, we had some high winds and about an inch of rain. So guess what? My lettuce is coming up in the garden. So just a little bit. Yeah, coming up a little bit. And this, my Dinnerplate dahlia, is getting ready to bloom. I can't wait till it comes out. It's gonna be beautiful. I have my other dahlias. They came out this blooming. Some of my zinnias I had to pull out a little bit. They're getting pretty tore up. So I'll cut off the dead ones and try to save some seed from them. I'll have a lot of seed. So to share with others if they want. And the green beans. The beans, they're coming on. I thought I seen a couple last night. Oh well. They're blooming like crazy. And of course the cherry tomatoes are too. So. Crazy. Right, Lucy? All right. This 12-foot sunflower got kind of pushed over. See? But that's all right. They're still blooming and they look pretty. They're looking pretty. It's nice and cool this morning. I had to put a long sleeve shirt on. And I watered a little bit last night. They looked a little dry because it was pretty hot yesterday. It was pretty warm yesterday. I won't say hot, but warm. So, well, everything looks like an August garden. My August garden, anyway. So, Coleus is looking very pretty. Okay, well, let's go check out over here. Two petunias are starting to look at, they're still putting on some pretty blooms though, but they're starting to clean out some of this today. I cleaned out some yesterday, but they're still looking pretty. These are really blooming. These are starting to really bloom out too. I think they like the cooler weather. Had a great time antiquing with my brother and sister-in-law and a good friend of mine, over the weekend. Oh, we must have walked, I don't know. We went to several different towns and we went to Amish communities and bought bakery and looked at all the antiques stores. We always have to go through every one of them. We were in Jamesport, Missouri, Lamoni, Iowa. We were in Bethany, Missouri, and seems like I'm leaving out something. I don't know. My brother drives, so I'm just along for the ride and take me to the antique stores, and I'm happy. It's so much fun. you know, thinking about some of these things in the antique store that our ancestors have used to cook and clean, and some of the pretty things that they've kept, and just take to the antique store and hand it down to someone else. The forsythias are doing their thing. They're just sitting there. Celosia and the Dusty Miller and the pretty, pretty grass. I'm going to have to make some moves on, this fall. You know that. I've told you that. Have to make some moves on some things. And this, I probably watered a little much. I think I'll leave her alone for a little bit, because she used to be nice and round and perfect, and so sometimes it's because I water it a little too much. But when it's really hot, I just feel like they need it when they really probably don't. So I'll have to be careful of that. And these are still looking good. I need to prune them up, deadhead them. But they're still looking beautiful and healthy. And this is just now the verbena, just now getting a little bit of ick in it, a little bit of dead in it, but I'll prune that up real nice and she'll be pretty again. And let's see, and over here, still got my crossbow still blooming. I need to deadhead it so it'll bloom again and again. I haven't been keeping up with it as much as I have out back. And purple foxtail grass, and yeah, I'll be moving some stuff around here this fall too. The roses look really good. Yeah, they'll bloom pretty next spring. So, well, guys, I'm still kind of just tired and lethargic, and from my big weekend. It's a 2-hour drive to my brother's and 2 hours back, and we were going to come back home Saturday afternoon. But by the time we went to all these places, I was beat. So we ended up staying another night. And just had a beautiful morning yesterday morning, and which would have been Sunday morning. And we left about 10 and got home a little afternoon. So, and then I got unpacked and didn't do much yesterday. I came out to my garden because I'm waiting for this Dinnerplate dahlia to bloom out. It's going to be the highlight of my day when it does. And for some growers, it's just, they've had them and they have a whole field of them. But this is the first time I planted them. So it's a big deal for me. And stalks are nice and sturdy. The wind didn't get it much. That was what I was afraid of, that the bud might have got blew off or the wind got it down. But I think the zinnias kind of helped block it because she's still standing tall. So I'll be happy to get some extra tubers this year when they're all done, and have more of them next year. So So same with the zinnias. I just don't know where I'm going to put them. I have to say, hey, to my friends, hey, would you like some zinnia plants? Or because I do tend to plant pots like February, March, and oh, I got my seeds too. I was going to show you those. Let me put you up here for a minute. And it's so peaceful out here in the mornings, like it is at night as well. We can hear a little bit of cars going by from the highway over there, but for the most part, it's pretty peaceful. So give me just a couple minutes, and I'll be right back with my seeds, and I'll show you what I got for next year. I think I'm going to end up with a jungle. Okay guys, here we go. I did pick some